I got to ask you something.
Yeah.
Because
we're talking about Tony White.
Yeah, you're very good at personality traits.
Okay.
So, without just generally speaking, just talking to T-Dub or Coach White, whenever the SC thing was. So this was the first day that they could kind of get back out on the road. So he came that Friday. I think the SC thing broke on Tuesday, Wednesday. He'd flown out there. He decided Thursday night and was back. Okay. And he came to Westside the very next morning. And before we even walked in the building, you know, that place has like 75 trillion hallways.
Yes.
I still can't get around that building.
The only place I can go is I can go to the gym. I know how to get to the gym. I know how to get the bathroom from the gym, and I can get back out. That's the only place I go.
So there's two people. Well, there's three. Rezak, obviously, but he wasn't up there.
Yeah.
Officer Kilgore.
Yep.
Who's our SR, my guy.
Yeah.
And faculty, Linda Seals. She knows where everything is. So I always ask for shortcuts and stuff. And so I wanted to walk the long way in because I wanted to talk to him. And I asked, I was like, hey, I just want to talk to you. I just got a couple questions because obviously when I'm emotionally invested.
Yeah. You have a kid that's thinking about
I'm connected, right? Like I want to know. So can I just talk to you? Can you just shoot me straight? Super gracious. Yes. He's walking me through how it all went down and him doing his due diligence, and that took some time and talking with Lincoln Riley and stuff. And so it kind of gave me a snapshot into his personality. And so I asked Sam, I'm like, somebody that is that attention to detail specific, because we literally were on the back. We probably talked 35 minutes before we met Caleb.
Okay.
So that's a long time to be in the building shooting the breeze, right?
Yeah.
Especially when it's just two people. Can you make a decision that quick, do you think? Because I really don't know. I'm curious if you could. Or is it different because one was a coordinator job, DC, but the other was a head coach?
So I think it does make a difference. And I think the other thing is the pull of the alma mater. I think that's a factor with UCLA.
I'm telling you, that's way overrated.
Okay, fair.
Well, let's just look. Proof is in the pudding.
Okay.
There are a lot more Frost than there are Harbaughs.
No, I don't mean from UCLA standpoint. I mean from Tony White standpoint.
Okay,
that's fair. That's fair. No, I mean I get it. But
I'm back in Florida. I'm going to stand my ground. Jeez. Sorry.
That's a reference. But I think you can make a decision that fast, to answer your question. Because for me, a lot of it is like a vibe check more than anything else. So whoever I'm going to be working with, whether it's the AD, whether it's the other people on staff, whether it's Lincoln Riley, right? I can pick up on how I feel about the vibe of a person pretty quickly. And sometimes I can fool myself because I think the opportunity is good or good enough that I'm like, no, I could probably work with that person. But deep down, I always know it's like, yeah, that's probably not a good call. And sometimes you make that call anyway, but I think you know pretty quickly, at least from me. I don't know if other people operate that way, but I'm guessing Tony White pretty quickly either picked up on, not that Lincoln Riley's a bad guy or anything, just, hey, yeah, I don't know that we would work well together.
So, I mean, it was everything, like weight room, like everything.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be amplified as a head?
You would think so.
Although you'd have more autonomy to change it if you wanted.
You have more autonomy to change it.
Okay.
You also have autonomy to delegate to people you trust.
Okay.
But
you think he's got a pretty big tree?
I don't know.
I
don't either. I would say probably not yet because he hasn't been that guy for that long yet. But I really don't have a feel on what his network looks like because that was one of the big issues with Frost. We can keep going into this as we wrap up.
Yeah, it's a lot, man.
Here on Hurrdat Sports Radio.